Hello guys and welcome back to Mr. Hurricane Boy. Today we'll be doing some Reddit. So currently we're on r/AskReddit. NSFW. Parents of children who've committed unspeakable crimes. How did you react and handle it? Not quite the answer for OP, but my brother shot and killed my father after he refused to keep giving him money. Because he knew he was spending it on drugs and alcohol. It's closing in on a year since it happened, and I'm still swimming, and sometimes it doesn't feel real. Trial hasn't started yet, but the defense is self-defense. When he walked into a house my dad and other brother were in, remodeling, and shot them both. Other bro got wounded after the gun jammed before he could finish my brother off. Edit. I'm doing fine. I have a fantastic support system, wife, family, and other co-workers. Nope. Thank you, internet strangers, for your concern. It is really touching and restored some of my faith in humanity. My other brother recovered from the GSW gunshot wound. Yeah, my other brother recovered from the gunshot wound, but he has had more mental anguish about the situation than I do. But he was literally there when it happened. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's what this is about. Let's see, let's go past that. Okay, this response is by Storm It WA. Storm It WA. My father was murdered when I was 17. Jealous ex of his partner drove his car through our front door and stabbed him to death on the front lawn. I was there for the whole thing. I begged him to stop. 7 years later, it hasn't gone less painful, but it has gone easier. Don't stop yourself from feeling that pain. It helped me to let the hurt and work through it. This response is by Metric RL. Wait, is that the Wholesome Award? Oh my god, that's so wholesome. A good friend of mine's son set fire to a house and ended up killing 3 children and left the mother in a coma. The son did not mean to murder anyone, but is now in prison for the rest of his life. The father, my friend, committed suicide 2 years ago. Absolute tragedy for everyone involved, especially the mother who lost all of her children. This response is by Suvestho. Or Suvestho. I'm not a parent, but my little brother just stabbed an old man to death a couple months ago. Dealing with it is hard and is internally difficult to realize someone you grew up with every step of the way is capable of such an atrocious act. My sister immediately went to, OMG, our family name. And I'm like, wow, we're in our genetics. Oh. Nona, 1981, has this response. I worked with a man whose son robbed, tortured, and killed an old lady in her home with 2 other men. His son is the one who actually killed the lady too. He wasn't able to come to terms with it and was in denial for a while. Eventually, his son was convicted and sent to prison, and he never spoke about his son again. He did have a really sweet daughter that seemed to have a good head on her shoulders. The dad turned all his attention on her and was very proud of that one he raised. And this is in reply to that by Xenix IE. This is why I have 3 kids, hedging my bets. Not sure which one is going to prison yet, though. And Boss Nooch has this comment. Gotta have a backup for your backup. Ooh. Tortoise Queen has this response to the question. Out of 3 kids, me being the middle child, I was the bad kid. I had a bad drug addiction for about 10 years. Older one went to college and younger one was very smart and popular and went to college as well. But back when the time came that my mom was terminally ill with cancer, I was the one that was there. I just started my sober journey too. About 2 to 3 months in. It was so hard to not relapse again. Mom passed very quickly from the cancer. Then I was there when my dad got diagnosed with cancer. I took him to every single surgery, chemo, radiation appointment, every hospitalization. It was me. I put my social life, my job, and self-care to the side to care for my dad. He fought for 4 years. Both of my sisters do not even use their college degrees. My older one has not even gotten a job in her degree, and in fact does not even have a job. My younger sister is bipolar and has manic episodes quite a bit. I took care of her child quite a bit during the years I was caring for my dad. She has a bad habit of drinking too much and brought home multiple men. So I kept her son quite a bit because I didn't want him in that environment. So yeah, sometimes the bad king can turn out to be the one you can be proud of. Good luck. I'm going to do a few more stories. Okay, another one by Captain Firepants. I'm with you. My brother didn't speak for me in 20 years and just reconnected after not speaking to my parents and their toxic asses for 10 years. I was 47 and the black sheep of the family. He was diagnosed with brain cancer, glioblastoma, and terminal. It ended up 77 days to die. I took 3 months off work and my life didn't qualify for FMLA. Full-time caregiver and live with my parents. That was a joy. I took such amazing care of him. All I could think is what I would want or need if I was him. My mom doesn't know, but I was the one he called out for at night. I was the one holding his hand for hours when everyone was scared to touch him. I was the one who would calm him down. I lived with him in hospice for 10 days and was the only one there when he died. His parents couldn't even take it. My parents at one point told me that they were proud that I was their daughter. All I could think of, you assholes, this is what opens your eyes, and now I'm not a piece of shit because I'm helping your golden child. Last thing, I was injured in a car accident 2 weeks after his funeral and was off for 10 months. I didn't get out of bed for 3. Depression has always been up and down for me. My dad repeatedly told me to stop wallowing and feel sorry for myself. Some things will never change. Lol. Sorry to go on about myself, but you are most definitely not alone in the stupidity of family. And another response by Himel 16. I had a classmate who committed a hit and run. He killed 2 people, a rickshaw driver and his passenger. His father, a very rich garment factory owner, sent his son to the UK to escape the very same day. Bribed the police not to put a BOLO out and sent his lawyers to discuss terms with the victim's family. One of the victims decided to suppress charges. The case is still ongoing, and the last time I saw my soulmate's Instagram story, he is partying in London. And I agree with Cakewalk on the Beach. Man, fuck that guy. Okay, these are funny. Honestly, fuck his dad. He made that little shit. I think both are pieces of shit. No, don't fuck his dad. We might get more of these pieces of shit. I think fucking his dad was what caused the problem in the first place. And married to their Bellion. Similar, had a neighbor that killed a dad who was coming home from work. He was street racing with friends and crashed into the dad head on, instantly killing him. Family has wealth, so they quickly sent him to the U.S. and offered the family money to not shoot. Heard he was plagued with guilt and had nightmares for years, but went on to live a regular life with the exception of never being able to go back to Jamaica. Okay, left of center has this to say. I grew up with a pair of brothers who were involved with gangs. In our early 20s, one got out and became a cop. and one got in deeper and became a pimp. He was still invited to parties and holidays, was still included in family events, he was still loved by his family. His crimes got more and more extreme until he was finally charged with repeatedly raping one of his prostitutes. She was not even yet 13, so he was charged with 4 counts of rape of a child. There's a rumor going around with our friend group that the charge was not real and the whole thing was trumped up by his baby mama. I asked a brother about it, and his exact words were, "I wish that was true. No, they have DNA." The cop brother was devastated. The pimp is now in jail for life, and the brother does not talk about him at all. Bye, bitch. This will be the last thing I talk about, unless I see some comments about this. Andy Cypherbowl says this: I grew up around some brothers who murdered their dad. I guess their plan was to claim he was sexually abusing them, and they ganged up on him due to that. 3 of the brothers ratted out brother number 4, and he went away for a year or so. They were minors. He was pretty awful before he went in, but when he came out, he was beyond the pale. Whenever I'd see him, he'd chat me up. He thought we were friends because I treated him like a human being when everyone else hated him or feared him. He had some truly fucked up stories to tell. And I think I'm gonna finally end off on this one, seriously. I mean, my brother in no way was a degenerate criminal, but he's got a ton of issues, none of which he is working on, and caused my poor mother undue stress. The only reason I ever talk about him is because he exists. Thank you so much for existing. I have a brother, but I'm never the one that brings it up. Yeah, he doesn't deserve any attention whatsoever. Oh yeah, thanks for listening and watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!